espera en cada paso que doy. Miro el espejo, sé lo que hay en mí. El mundo no sabe, por eso debo seguir. Quiero seguir a donde yo puedo, todo lo puedo con corazón. Voy a seguir a donde yo siento, todo lo siento con corazón. Sé que yo quiero dar mucho más que solo mi voz. Todo lo puedo con mi familia y el poder de Dios. Me siento extraña, dejando mi mundo atrás.
Hello everybody, welcome. How you doing out there? I am Jessi Campo and you're listening to Corazon from my CD called Corazon, that means from the heart, and this is my show and it's called From the Heart, Jessi Campo From the Heart. You can listen to it on www.nn.com, on your radio station at 1470 AM, and you can also listen on iHeartRadio if you download the app. And you're probably wondering, okay, From the Heart, what is this show about, as my mother would say? What are you going to be talking about? Well, I'm going to be talking about giving and sharing from the heart. I am an artist, a songwriter, a music producer, an artist development coach, but more than anything, music is my love and my passion, and it has inspired me throughout my life to live fully with heart. And so I am very blessed to be able to share with others through the power of music. And that is something very, very, very wonderful. So during the show, I am wanting to hear from the listeners out there. Thank you for those of you that are out there listening to me. And I think we have our first caller. Wow, that is fast. And let's see, we've got Judith on the phone, and let's see what Judith has to say, because she's going to go ahead and speak from her heart and see what she does that from the heart shares with others. Judith, are you there?
Yes, thank you for those of you that are out there listening.
Judith?
Hi, Judith. Yes.
Hey, Judith, this is Jessi. How are you?
Hi, Jessi.
How you doing?
Well, I didn't realize I'd be the first one. I had to make sure that I could get in my car to talk to you.
This is wonderful. I'm so glad you called. Judith is actually a dear friend of mine, and her and I are actually working on a fabulous project. But Judith does a lot in the community from the heart. And would you tell everybody what it is that you do, that you share from deep in your heart with others?
Well, I was asked almost 10 years ago to sit on the board of directors of a breast cancer charity called Corazon, which used to be called the High Heel Hike for a lot of people who know it that way. And what we do is we're a fully volunteer organization that raises money for breast cancer. And we give our money to Broward Health Hospital, and we do events through the year, basically during September and October, and that's where I kind of met you.
That's true, Jasmine. I was donating my performance to one of the Glamathon events, and that's where we met, and it was a wonderful event. But let me ask you a question, Judith, because I'm always curious with nonprofit organizations, where does the money go to? How does this money get distributed?
Well, we actually give all the money that we raise to Broward Health Hospital. At that point, they have an angel committee that actually hands out the money in ways of services more. So if you're going through breast cancer and you're a patient of Broward Health Hospital and you are underinsured or uninsured, you can apply to get what you need. And what we've done, as much as giving mammograms, biopsies, actual mastectomies, we even do things, as you say, from the heart. Somebody who maybe is insured but loses her job because she's going through chemo and all of a sudden she can't afford to buy food for her house or even take the bus to go to her chemo treatment. We actually do things like that. Publix volunteers by giving us food coupons. We've got wigs for women who are going through the breast cancer treatments, all sorts of things. And we have these wonderful women who write us these fabulous letters to thank us. But more than that, we're so thrilled to hear how we're able to have helped them.
Oh, Judith, that is wonderful. And I'm going to send a message out to all the musicians, because I know a lot of the musicians do not have insurance. And since I'm a musician myself and a performer, if you don't have insurance out there, let me ask you, Judith, let's say I needed to get a mammogram and I have no health insurance. Could I just get in touch with Garmathon and they would actually pay for my mammogram?
Yes, what you would do is you would actually write us a letter. And sometimes you can even go directly to the hospital, and then they tell us who it is. So we get a printout at the end of, pretty much the year of all the different treatments that our money has helped.
That is wonderful.
It's amazing, but we've been doing this now for, I think this is our 9th year, almost 10 years coming up. And we have actually donated more money directly to people than Susan G. Komen has.
Wow, that is amazing.
It stays local.
Judith, I love that. I think that is fantastic. Judith, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling into the show. But more than anything, Judith, I want to thank you and Garmathon for giving from the heart to all those people out there who need cancer, okay? So thanks for calling in.
My pleasure. Thanks again, and have a great show.
Thank you so much. Bye, Judith. I appreciate you. Bye-bye. From the heart. So, as you're getting an idea, a feel for the show, the reason I wanted to do a show called From the Heart is because I just Googled that 90% of the news and the information on television and newspapers is negative. And I'm not a big newspaper and television watcher, because I feel that we need to spread some positive news about things like Judith that are doing such fantastic things for the community. And this time we've got another call. We've got Brian on the phone. I love this. Okay, we got Brian on the phone, and we're going to go see what is Brian passionate about. Brian, are you there?
I'm here.
Brian, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Brian is also an associate of mine. We're doing a project together, and he has had a vision. He has had a passion from his heart. And when we talk about passion, it can be something like Judith, that she does something to give back to the community, but also your passion can be your dream. It can be something that you do that not only fulfills your desire in life, but it can also spread out to fulfill other people's dreams and desires in life. And what is it that you do, Brian? I know what you do, but I want you to tell our listeners what you do. Talk to me, Brian. Talk to me.
I run the Miami Web Series Festival, which is an international film festival dedicated to television pilots that are available for everyone to watch on the web.
Excellent. So these are directors and producers that are just getting their feet wet in the film industry, right?
That's true.
They're getting started. And so what is their objective by starting their series and their films on the internet?
Well, we have a number of judges from major television networks, and these judges their goal is to really discover the new empire or the new big television show and develop it. So what my goal is to help people live their dreams in the process, and helping people live their dreams is essentially my dream.
Wow, that is a beautiful vision and passion from the heart. So if there are directors or producers or film beginners in the film industry out there in film schools that want to get a start and want to have a chance of being picked up to be the next National, the next Empire, the next major TV show, the next Scandal, whatever it may be, the next reality show, then they can get started somewhere, and you created that platform so they can do that, right?
That's true. All they have to do is go to MiamiWebFest.com, and they can sign up. We start taking submissions January 1st, and we are looking for everything. There's no particular genre that we prefer. We just want to give people a chance if we can.
Oh, that is wonderful. So if you're the next Steven Spielberg out there, make sure that you contact Brian at themiamiwebfest.com. And Mr. Brian Thompson, he's a dear friend and associate. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing your passion and your vision from the heart.
It is my pleasure, and it's always great to hear your voice, Jessi.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for that. At this time, we're going to be bringing up a very dear friend of mine. He's actually a producer. He's going to be producing my next CD, hopefully. And we had an opportunity to write a really amazing song. And I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but it was a song that was to help others and thank others, and it was definitely from the heart. We're going to have Dan Carlos, actually. I call him Danny, that's his nickname. But Dan Carlos will be here shortly, so stick around right after this commercial.
Jessi Campo.
Looking up, bringing God into my
with her new release, At Last.
At last.
South Florida's own Jessi Campo. At Last, available on CD Baby and iTunes. Jessi Campo. Log on to jessicampomusic.com.
Times are tough, and right now those in the commercial world know that being heard via advertisements is the name of the game. AmpSquare.tv understands how important advertisement is and is proud to express that it's truly the only plugged-in internet television production company on the market. Amp2.tv live streams all their shows across all the major selling markets in the U.S. and abroad. Call them at 866-224-5422. The AmpSquare.tv library allows productions to be seen over and over again, making commercial platforms more usable. Call 866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. Amp2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP2.TV.
Welcome back, everybody. I am Jessi Campo, and this is my radio show called From the Heart, or Con Corazon, as you're listening to the song from one of my CDs. And I know that we have a special guest and a dear friend of mine, a producer. He's from Studio 6 Productions, and I do believe we have Dan Carlos on the phone. Dan Carlos, are you there?
Hey, Jessi, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. So wonderful to hear your voice. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy production schedule, and I know you're really busy in the studio nowadays, and want to hear what you are passionate about from the heart. Talk about the project a little bit. I told them a project that you and I did actually a few months ago, but I didn't tell them anything else. So I'm going to leave it up to you.
Well, a couple of months ago, we finished up a song called Thank You, Friend. And it's a song that's kind of been dear to my heart for a couple of years. And I had a mentor and a life coach person in my life that kind of told me 2 years ago that I needed to write songs about things that mattered and things that impact the world. And I had two topics that I wanted to sing about, and veterans was one of them. And so it took me 2 years to finally get it all together and feel the emotions of the song, and I think we came out with a pretty good song.
I like the sound of that. And what is the song? I know you were inspired from the heart to create this song, straight from your heart. What did you want the song to do? I know you wanted people to move people, but what does the song say, and who does it say it to?
Well, the song was really to give the everyday person, the everyday American, a voice to say to our veterans, thank you. That was the real purpose of it, to give our veterans hope, to show gratitude, and I wanted to make sure that there was a song that wasn't too political. You know, in the world today, everything's so political, and and so I kind of stayed away from some of the details of the political part of the veterans and their needs. And they have a lot of needs that need to be, that they have a lot of problems, and I didn't want to dive too much into that, but I wanted them to know that we are aware, we're awake, and we are the people, and we're going to try to make changes and show gratitude towards them.
That we appreciate them and their efforts, because they put their lives on the line out there for us to be able to be sitting here in a radio station, in a TV station, wherever it may be, and speaking freely.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's about giving us a voice to tell them that we appreciate them, we love them, and we're going to do whatever we can to make things better for them.
That is beautiful. And where can people find the song? I mean, is how else is this song going to be helping the veterans?
Well, we have a nonprofit that we're going to be giving the proceeds to. If you go to iTunes and just type in "Thank You Friend Dan Carlos," that's DAN Carlos, one word, and then you can go on our website, www.dancarlosmusic.com, and there's a little link where it'll show you where you can contribute and buy the song and whatnot. But we're really excited about this song and hope that we can make a difference.
And you know what? At the end of the day, I feel so honored that I was a part of this project, and that, Dan Carlos said to me, let's sit down. We're actually in the studio, and we're supposed to be working on my next CD. And he says, let's work on this song for a little bit. And the song just happened like magic. It was such a beautiful moment, and I feel so honored and so grateful that we were able to create something to thank our veterans. And what do you think? Should we let everybody hear the song now?
I think we should.
Okay. Danny, thank you so much for calling in. And Dan Carlos, thank you so much for calling in. Once again, go to Dan Carlos Music, right?
Yep, Dan Carlos Music.
And check him out, and then you can hear his music. He's an artist, he's a producer. He has a great studio called Studio 6 Productions, and at the same time, he writes music that makes a difference. Let's listen to the song. This song goes out to all our veterans. Thank you so much, veterans. We appreciate you straight from the heart. This is called Thank You.
Sacrifice. come home. I thank you, friend. I wanna thank you, friend, for watching over me. You won't be forgotten in the end. I wanna thank you, friend, for your sacrifice and doing what's right for Americans. I wanna thank you, friend, and doing what's right for Americans. I thank you, friend. I believe in miracles will knock you off your feet. So close your eyes and see nothing is impossible.
Welcome back, everybody, and that's Thank You, Friend, performed by Dan Carlos and written by Dan, myself, and another co-writer by the name of Paul. So, hope you enjoyed that. And speaking of friends, you're getting a better idea of what the show is about, my friends out there, my listeners, and I'd like to call you my friends, even though I don't know you, but some of them I do. And if anybody out there has a story that they want to share, as you've listened to everybody's stories, Judith and Brian that called in, if you want to share your stories about how you have helped others from the heart or someone has helped you, that is what the show is about. You know, it's basically about that. And I want to talk, put myself out there on the line and tell you about a dear friend of mine. I had a very dear friend of mine who is no longer with me. He's an angel that all of us have, an angel that watches over us. And my friend's name was Javier. And I remember when I was in high school, I was this pudgy little Latin girl, and I couldn't get a date for the prom, and he said, you know what, I'll take you to the prom. And that was wonderful. And then I remember when I got divorced, I didn't want to tell my parents I got divorced, so I went ahead and called my dear friend Javier, and I said, can I crash on your couch? And I crashed on his couch for about 6 months. Anybody been there? Done that? But those friends are priceless. And so I have a song, actually, which is called Se Acabó Se Fini, which I wrote from my dear friend Javier. And the song is, I'm going to give you a little a cappella because I'm in the mood for a little a cappella. So the song says, Se acabó